Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan caught on camera dining together at a luxury restaurant. Coincidence, or something much bigger? The clip was only 9 seconds long. Grainy, slightly off-angle, filmed from across a street glowing with midnight neon. But in those 9 seconds, the internet stopped breathing. Two silhouettes. One unmistakable posture. One familiar stride. Wang Yibo, Xiao Zhan. Together. Not on a stage. Not at an event. Not under professional lighting. But inside a luxury restaurant, private, discreet, and absolutely not meant to be seen. And just like that, a single leaked video turned coincidence into chaos. The sighting that broke the calm. It happened late, well past prime dining hours, when only the most exclusive restaurants remain open for guests who value privacy more than sleep. The restaurant? A high-end, members-only establishment known for hosting CEOs, royalty, and celebrities who don't want to be noticed. No signboard. No paparazzi zone. No accidental walk-ins. Which is why the sighting hit so hard. In the video, Wang Yibo enters first. Mask low. Cap pulled down. Hands in pockets. His walk relaxed, but alert, like someone who knows exactly where he's going. Seconds later, Xiao Zhan follows. No mask panic. No rushed movement.
Calm. Composed.
Almost serene. They don't speak outside. They don't look around. They walk in like men who have done this before.
Together.
The table that changed everything. According to eyewitnesses who later spoke anonymously, the two were seated not in a private room, but in a secluded corner, shielded by architectural design rather than curtains. Intentional. This wasn't secrecy born of fear. This was confidence. They sat across from each other. No phones in hand. No entourage hovering nearby. No managers whispering schedules. Just two people, dim lighting, crystal glasses catching gold reflections, and a silence that felt familiar. One witness said quietly, "They weren't acting like celebrities meeting. They were acting like people continuing a conversation." That single sentence detonated fan theories worldwide. No bodyguards. No chaos. Just ease. Here's where the story stopped making sense in the best way. No visible security. No tense glances toward doors. No anxious checking of surroundings. Wang Yibo leaned back at one point, shoulders loose, listening. Xiao Zhan smiled. Not the public smile, but the smaller one, reserved for moments that don't need performance. At one point, Wang Yibo laughed. Not loud. Not dramatic. But real. Fans who saw the still frames later said the same thing. That laugh doesn't belong to coincidence. The detail everyone missed, until they didn't. Fashion watchers noticed something else. Wang Yibo wore a tailored coat from a collection Xiao Zhan had previously championed. Xiao Zhan, meanwhile, wore a watch Wang Yibo had once been photographed admiring months earlier. Not proof. Not confirmation. But familiarity. The kind built over time. Timing that refused to be random. The dinner didn't happen just any time. It happened weeks after Vogue named both men top 5 global male fashion icons. Weeks after fans noticed a strange calm between them. Weeks after silence replaced speculation. And now this. Not accidental. Not staged. Not announced. Just caught. If this was coincidence, it was one with impeccable timing. The exit that said even more. When they left, they didn't leave together. Wang Yibo exited first, stepping into the street like nothing extraordinary had happened. He didn't look back. 3 minutes later, Xiao Zhan followed. Different door. Same direction. As Xiao Zhan passed the camera's edge, he adjusted his coat, paused for half a second, and smiled. Not at the camera. At the night. As if something had settled. The internet loses its mind. Within hours, the clip spread everywhere. Fans slowed it down. Zoomed in. Analyzed reflections in the glass. Counted steps. Tracked timelines. But the most chilling realization wasn't that they dined together. It was how natural it looked. No tension. No drama. No performance. Just comfort. Coincidence or closure. Some believe the dinner was a private reunion, a conversation long overdue. Others think it was something simpler, yet deeper. Two men acknowledging a shared chapter without reopening it. No denial came. No explanation followed. And that silence? It spoke volumes. Because in an industry where everything is managed, controlled, and curated, this moment slipped through untouched. And it felt real. The final scene. Picture it. A quiet luxury restaurant. Two global icons seated across from each other. No cameras until there was one. No agenda until the world gave it one. They didn't confirm anything. They didn't need to. Because sometimes, the most mind-blowing moments aren't about scandal or shock. They're about connection. Still there, still calm, still unbroken by time or noise. Coincidence? Maybe. But if it was the most deliberate coincidence the world has ever witnessed. What happened after the dinner, and why it shook everything. The real storm didn't break during the dinner. It broke after. When the clip ended and the restaurant doors closed behind them, something shifted, subtly, unmistakably, across fan spaces, industry circles, and quiet backrooms where reputations are managed and narratives are built. Because once Wang Yibo and Zhan were seen dining together, the question stopped being, did it happen? The question became, why now? The night didn't end at the table. Sources close to the restaurant revealed a detail that sent chills through the fandom. The dinner lasted over 2 hours. No rushing. No checking watches. No staff hovering to hurry them along. At one point, the table was cleared, but they stayed seated, glasses untouched, conversation ongoing. The staff was instructed not to interrupt. That's not how celebrities behave when something is casual. That's how people behave when the conversation matters more than the setting. One server reportedly said, "They spoke quietly, but intensely. Like they were finishing something that started a long time ago." The body language everyone replayed. When fans dissected the footage frame by frame, the details refused to stay quiet. Wang Yibo leaned forward when Zhan spoke, elbows on the table, attention undivided. No phone. No distractions. Zhan mirrored him without realizing it, hands folded the same way, posture relaxed but present. Mirroring is unconscious. You can't fake it. Psychologists online pointed it out within hours, and suddenly the dinner wasn't just seen, it was interpreted. This wasn't awkward. This wasn't tense. This was familiar. The industry's sudden silence. What happened next was even stranger. Normally, sightings like this trigger immediate damage control. Denials. Just friends' statements. Scheduling explanations. But this time, nothing. No studios spoke. No representatives clarified. No coincidental meeting. Narrative was released. Industry insiders whispered that no one wanted to be the first to speak because no one knew what narrative still applied. One insider allegedly said, "Whatever that dinner was, it wasn't for us to explain anymore." That sentence spread like wildfire. The next day, clues that felt intentional. The morning after the dinner, both men reappeared, separately, but the timing was too precise to ignore. Wang Yibo posted a photo of an empty road at dawn. No caption. Just direction. Zhan posted a single line of text hours later. Some conversations don't end when the words stop. Fans went silent. Because suddenly, the dinner didn't feel like a reunion. It felt like resolution. Coincidence loses its grip. As analysts and fans dug deeper, coincidence became harder to defend. The restaurant wasn't random. The timing wasn't random. The lack of secrecy wasn't random. If they wanted to hide, they could have. Private rooms exist. Back entrances exist. Total invisibility exists. Instead, they chose a space that was discreet, but not invisible, almost as if being seen didn't matter anymore. That realization changed everything. Not a comeback. Not a scandal. Something else entirely. Some fans hoped for a dramatic return, a partnership reborn, a collaboration teased. Others braced for fallout. But the dinner pointed toward neither. It pointed toward something rarer, closure without erasure. Two people acknowledging a shared history without reopening it for public consumption. One fan comment went viral overnight. They didn't meet to restart something. They meant to put it down gently. And that idea, soft, mature, deeply human, hit harder than any scandal ever could. The exit revisited, with new eyes. The way they left the restaurant now looked different in hindsight. Wang Yibo leaving first wasn't avoidance, it was consideration. Zhan leaving later wasn't hesitation, it was completeness. Different exits. Same direction. Not separation. Coordination. The final ripple. Days passed. The world waited. Nothing exploded. Nothing collapsed. And that was the most shocking part. The dinner didn't create chaos. It created calm. Fan war softened. Speculation slowed. The narrative matured. As if seeing them together, peaceful, grounded, unafraid, allowed everyone else to finally exhale. The last image that remains. Strip away the rumors. Ignore the theories. Forget the headlines. What remains is simple and powerful. Two global icons seated across from each other in low light. No cameras they cared about. No performance required. No story to sell. Just a conversation that didn't belong to the world, but passed briefly through it. Coincidence? At this point, the question no longer matters. Because whatever that dinner was, it wasn't accidental. It was intentional, quiet, and complete. And sometimes, that's the most mind-blowing ending of all.